Howdy folks, going to start this video a little different. Usually I start by catching a fish, don't I? I'm still a little hoarse from the sinus infection. This is the week of Thanksgiving. I told you I was going to fish every day this week. Nice today. I don't have as many clothes on. It was 56 when I left my house. I had to run to town to do some errands. I did a little grocery shopping, the wife and I. But the main channel for this creek is right here. Now the fish are moving all the time. And what I'm going to make this video about is finding fish in open water. Talking to a couple of y'all online, and I've talked to a couple of local people by phone and at the boat ramps and so forth. Some of you are saying, how are you finding fish? Well, you're going to either have to have a side finder, down finder, or live scope, one or the other. And you need to watch the bottom. All right, look right here. Those are fish. Those are fish. Those are fish. All right. Some of them could be white perch. This group right here, possibility. You see they're in 16.5 foot of water. Sometimes I try to catch one of them, or I get the bait close to them. Let's take a school here at 15 foot. That might be a little spooky. I done drifted up on them. Right now I'm just letting the boat drift. You can see my bait going down here. I'm going to shorten this. I shorten this so it makes everything bigger. You can see my bait going right here. I see a fish rise up to it. He done seen it. Now, I'm going to bounce it just a couple times. If they come up like a flock of birds, they're white perch. See how 2 or 3 of them moved? If just a couple move, see one's moved right there, a couple's moved. And sometimes you just got to catch one of them. But white perch will come up all at one time, guys. That's something I've learned about them. All right. All right, we got one of them. Those came up a few at a time that last time, more like white perch, all right? See what I was talking about. When they came up 2 or 3 at a time. And a lot of times they'll come up 6 or 8 at a time. That's a good sign they're white perch. Crappie, maybe 1 or 2 at a time might come up and follow, maybe 3, but they don't run up and run back down like those did. So I know those are white perch. I'm not going to fool with those no more. I thought they was anyway. To be honest with you, that's what I was figuring. Our water has a, excuse me, like I said, I'm still a little hoarse up and down. Sometimes I'm good and sometimes I get choked. Our water has a lot of visibility to it because it's turning over. The water is 52 degrees. That's when it turns over. It's when the water temperature at the top matches the water temperature at 16 foot, which is usually around 55 degrees, 58. And that's why it's turning over some here right now. It's got just a little color to it. The visibility is about 2 foot. All right, so if those are white perch, I'm going to move on. I'm going to go out in the channel further, and I'm going to look around. Now, I'm going to strengthen this back out, and I'm going to take my remote. Yeah, I made a video the other day, guys, talking about this remote, because some of y'all asked me that. I've had quite a few of y'all go like, you don't use a remote. And sometimes I don't go in detail and answer you. And I did answer one person the other day. I said, yeah, I use a remote. I just don't show it to y'all because it's there beside my side hanging on me. It's not up here where y'all can see it. But I find it's easier to run a remote when I'm open water fishing. When I'm fishing boat docks, no, I do not use a remote. Why would I even need it? You know, I'm standing here, I'm looking, then I put it on spot lock and I'm standing back here fishing. But when you're fishing open water, from now to February into March, I'll fish open water. And I'll do what I'm doing right now. Look, there's fish everywhere, guys. Look here. Fish out there, fish right there. I'm turning the hand, I'm turning the scope, fish right here. They get in these channels in our time, white perch and crappie. And you have to look around and separate them. Sometimes you'll make one cast, catch a white perch. You'll throw back again and catch a crappie. Now, I'm going to go out to my left further. I'm going to take this one out here a little further. I'm going to turn to my left here a little bit. I'm going to get a little deeper. I don't think I'm quite deep enough to find the crappie schools. All right, we're going to run this a little deeper. And there's a stump. Nothing on that stump. Now I'm going to make a right turn here. Oh, whoa, right here's what I was hunting for. All right, now I'm going to stop it. Now, look. Let me empty my hand, guys. I got a rod in my hand. See how these fish are around something there? Right here, too. I don't think they're very big, but see, those are smaller crappie. But let's catch one of them and see what they are. All right, guys. I think they're gonna be small. Yeah, I thought. All right, I'm laughing at them, guys, because I thought, my gosh, my jig is as big as they are. Well, I didn't think they was very big. Once you get your jig down there, you can see this. You notice this size of your jig and how much signal it's sending back, and the fish runs out there after it, and he's not maybe just a little bit bigger than your jig. You know, he ain't very big. I'm gonna take for granted the rest of them are that size too, and I'm gonna move on. The bigger fish I'm looking for, as I'm out here, are usually in open water. They're usually not on cover this time of year, so I'm gonna run this channel now, and I'm gonna look for bigger marks. So that was where it came from. When I find a bigger mark, I'll show it to you. All right, these look a little bigger, and this mark right here is a good size. That's at 55 feet. Let's see if I can find it again. There they are. They look bigger. All right, guys, I got one of them. Now I'll tell you what, this group is moving. I've had to move along with them a little ways. They're moving along slowly. And the bigger ones, I didn't see the big ones disappear. This is one of them that was on toward the bottom. He's a decent fish. So he's a 10-inch fish. There were some big ones in that group. There's probably a 12-inch fish. And I'll have to kick along here and see if I can find them again. Well, that's a decent fish. It's better than the first one, isn't it? This is the yum color. I call it yummy color. It's going to be one of the new colors. I do not make it. Right now, it's in the tadpole senior, the big tadpole, and it's in the stinger. All right, guys, I'm still sitting in the same spot. I just looking around. I see some fish to my right. I threw it down. It's a nice crappie too. They're right on the bottom. They're running the bottom the same as white perch would be. Like I say, if you got down imaging, it's your best bet. That's what I used to do before I had a live scope. I come out in this channel, and I knew they were in this channel in the wintertime. Y'all have heard me comment. If you'll read my comments, when people ask me, the other day somebody said, where are you fishing this time of year? You fishing boat docks or you fishing brush? I said, no, we don't have much brush here, guys. I had a sore finger. My hands get tore up working. Y'all do that, the fingers bust open. I got it. Now, guys, this is what I was throwing. That is wow with the purple tail. Yep. That's a nice fish, guys. That fish here's pushing 12 inches. Bam. All right, guys. Let me catch a couple more, and I'll show you. People keep asking me how am I catching fish in the wintertime, so that's why I thought I'd make this video today. You can see I'm right in the middle. I'm not far from being center. Center is probably an easy cast. It's probably 20 yards to the center of the lake, but what counts is where the channel is. The channel, I'm almost on the channel. The channel's coming right here, and this is a turn. Can you see that? And it makes a turn, all right? I started back here in the first turn, and I'm just coming down the channel. I'm going to take this turn with it. I'm going to stay in the channel this evening. All right, look here. See? Let me lay my rod down again. Guys, get my hand. Look here. That's where that one came from. There's some right there. I'm turning this handle right here. Around. See, I'm looking around. It says almost fish everywhere. I'm looking this way now. It's fish. To my left, there's a couple way over here. So they're running around the channel and they're just moving slowly, and they're waiting for a school of shad to come through. Once in a while, I'll see a school of shad. If I see that, I'll film it for you. They'll come up and get after them. So what I'll do is I'm gonna sit right here. I'm not even gonna move. My spot lock's on. Since I'm catching fish that size, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna come back around here. Right there's a bunch of them. See here? They're scattered all the way up through here. That's what I've done this time. I'm gonna throw out there as far as I can. That's about 50 feet. I'm using a 1/16 because I want it on the bottom. Here it goes right there. I can see it going down. It ain't there yet. Ain't there. It's working its way down. 14 foot. Sorry for the coughing, guys. Like I said, I'm still dealing with this infection I'm coming off of. I got the cough now. I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm using Ricolas. They help a lot. Y'all ever tried them? I've been eating on those this morning. I see one raised up. He didn't get it. I'm pulling slowly. I see another one raising up. He didn't get it. A lot of them will follow it. A lot of them are raising up, just checking it out. I see another one raising it. They're coming up off the bottom, going like, nah. One just hit it, but he didn't get a hold of it. Now look, my bait came way up here from here. That's 15 feet. Here comes the boat. I'm in the middle of the lake. I must go sit still. He'll have to come around me. This time of year, guys, there's not many boats right here. I'm way up here now next to these fish right here. Now, they look a little smaller, but I'm gonna leave my bait down there. Let's see how big they are. Oh, I see one. He just come up here. Oh, he didn't get it. He come up here like he had to have it. I'm gonna do this if y'all can see. My bait's right here. There, I got him. Here he is. Let's see how big this bunch is. These people are like, why he's in the middle of the lake? I'm in the middle of the lake, that's where the fish are. But I tell people that and they go like, you're in the middle of the lake? You're not catching them off treetops? You're not catching them off docks? No. This time of year, they're in the channel. All right? So I'm not going to show y'all any more of these. I'm going to fish for a while and I'm going to catch some, okay? And then if I find some in open water, what I mean open water, I mean in 6 or 8 foot of water chasing, I'll share those with y'all, okay? Bam. All right, guys, I didn't catch any out of that group. This is off the bottom. I threw at that group 2 or 3 times. They were moving along. Time my bait would get to them, it wouldn't even be close to them. When my bait got deep enough, they done moved. 5 or 6 of them slowed down, and I got it in front of them, and 2 or 3 of them hit it. They would smack at it, but they didn't take it. Same bait I'm using now. That's the way it is. You're not gonna get all of them to bite. You got to find something that's interested. You see, they're plenty fat. That's a nice crappie, guys. Same color. I'm gonna switch colors now, though. Y'all know me. Somebody asked me a while back. I said, Dennis, you fish with a lot of different colors sometimes if you're not making a pour to catch. Yeah, I do that, guys, just to show y'all some of the colors I have. How else you gonna get to see all the colors I fish with? You know, I got a whole pile up there on the deck, don't I? When I ran into somebody out here the other day, I don't have permission to tell you who it was, so I'm not gonna say anything. And we talked a while. He watches the channel. He subs. I gave him a handful of baits. Sometimes I have a lot with me. Sometimes I don't, guys. Sometimes I just carry my stock I fish with. All right, guys. Here's a school of shad coming right there. See, that's what I'm telling you. That's why they're running this channel. See, the shad are running 12, 14 foot deep. So they're hanging out 12, 14, 16 foot so they can run right up and get them. And they watch. When they come across this school of crappie right here, they're going to get after them. There's a few crappie on the bottom. All right, look at the fish behind them. Right here. That's right behind them. All right, guys, I can't take it no longer. I got to cast at them. All right, guys, here's one lone fish right here. See right here? He's in 5 foot of water. Now, he's over top of 16 foot. I got the wrong bait on right now, wrong color on right now, but we're going to throw at him. I don't have time. I was playing around with the flamingo color. He might hit it. Let's see. Might be something good and bright for him. Oh, guys, he hit it. Oh, I messed him. God, there's a group of them right there. You can see they're 5 to 8 foot. Let me reel in here. I done threw at it off the bottom there. There's some close to the bottom. All right, let's see here. So the biggest problem I'm having today is they're moving a lot. See, they're gone already. They're over here now. So I threw right here and already they're over here. That's the problem I'm having today is they're moving a lot. Usually I can find 1 or 2 that will be still long enough for me to cast at them. But that's not happening today. All right, guys, he's followed me. Around. I've dropped it down here. Some other crappie come through, so I dropped our bass. They act like bass. Yeah. If y'all seen that or not. See how they all come after it at one time? There's a bunch of them. I'm going to bring Mason out here tomorrow. We can go fish together tomorrow. And I told him I could put him in the bass. I said, Mason, the bass are not hard to catch. You just get on at the mouth of a cove or get one of these spots like this and you can catch all you want to catch of them. This is actually a largemouth. Bam, what do you think of that? No, it's a spot. I'm sorry, I lied. It's a spot. Thought he was a largemouth at first. Guys, I got 2 fish here at 8 feet deep. So I'm really having a tough time catching them today. The open water fish like that. They're just moving so much. So those right here are doing the same thing. They're coming at me now. They're just moving more. I can't keep up with them. Look at there, guys. They're about they're off the bottom. They're not high as I want them to be, but it looks like a nice group of fish. Let's see if we can get into that group. Still trying to catch one open water like that, just chasing them around. There's some of those are about 10 foot. One come up there like he had to have it. He was a shallow one. He was the one up on top. I got him shuffling around in the group. There you go. One of them decided he wanted it. See, these are usually nicer fish and you get them off the bottom. That's what I was trying to find to show y'all. See, a lot of times I catch them as shallow as 2 or 3 foot in the winter time. They're up now so where they can swim around slowly. They can feel that sun. Like right, y'all notice I don't have a coat on. It was 58 degrees when I left my house. It was like 30 last night. We've been in a cold front. For y'all guys up north, we've been in a cooling spell because it was this couple of days. Yesterday the high was 48. And it was down to 22, so which is a cold front for us. Now we're back to normal temperatures. So that's a nice fish, guys. That was on the Virginia shad bluetail. That's a nice fish. That fish sure is pushing 12 inches. All right, there you go, guys. That's what I'm doing. I wanted to make a little video and chasing these open water fish. They didn't act as nice as I did. Y'all don't know how many I've thrown at that have been in 4 to 5 foot of water that run from a bait. They're spooky. When they get up in that water, sometimes they can be spooky. That's why I'm using a little 1/32 ounce head. I've had them run when the bait hit the water and make the sound of the bait just hitting the water, and they're only 6, 8 foot deep. I've seen them take off like a bullet. You got to throw past them, try to reel it to them. They're moving a lot today. I think again because it's the first good warm day we've had, and they're really enjoying it. They're just getting up, kicking around in that 6 to 10 foot of water, and enjoying it. That's what they're doing. Those were about 10 foot, top of the school. Some of them were down to 14. And so they're gone now. See what I'm saying? They're just kicking along. I hear some more way over here. 60 feet. They're being still. I can tell you that school's still. The school I threw into was just moving along slowly. And I'm picking them off like that. Nice fish. Now, you could use your down finder to find like these that are sitting still. Or even if you see them, the ones that are moving, if you ran over them, you could stop and fan cast. This school right here. Or you can see it's a small school right here. They're 55 foot from me now. My boat's drifting toward them. Just enough wind to move me. I'm gonna go over and throw at them. But those look nicer fish too. And they're on the bottom, not sucked to the bottom. Y'all know some of them I caught today were sucked to the bottom. I mean, like these right here. That's fish right there. That's a fish. See, they're up off the bottom. And they're about 4 foot off the bottom. All right, guys. Fishing lake country. Sorry I sound a little stopped up. Still coming off of this infection I had, sinus infection. Still got a little bit of cough, a little bit of drainage. I'm dealing with it. But hey, I'm out here making videos for you. See y'all guys next time.